What miracles of science and engineering it took to recover this gold.
Sounds better. This is so exciting. I'm delighted with this.
Poor Sarah, though, she's looking directly at your monitor. It's nice to be able to take your eyes off of it sometimes.
Welcome to All Gold Everything. I am Heidi.
I'm Sandy.
And we have a special guest tonight. Our guest, Sarah Donofrio, is with us, joining us in the studio. This is All Gold Everything, a podcast for people who are in.
Or they're out. Was that too cheesy?
I had to do it. I couldn't help myself.
I'm like, did we just lose her? Did we just lose Sarah?
We're joined this evening by our very first guest on the show, our first interview that we're doing. We're joined by Sarah Donofrio. Am I saying your last name right?
Yes, you're the only one who said it right.
Well, that's good, because last week I called you Sarah Donofrio, like the guy from Law and Order SUV.
But then I think it's SVU. And I think that he is actually Vincent Donofrio.
Yes, he is.
So we just fucked it all up.
Okay, so she's Sarah Donofrio.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
We tried.
And I got it right this time, so that's good. And you are the owner, the head creator, the proprietor of One Imaginary Girl.
Yes.
Yes, which is a fashion brand out of Portland.
That's right. You guys
Which is
are
our favorite fashion brand.
Our fave. Actually, all of us are wearing a One Imaginary Girl item this evening. And I have to tell you, I was putting this on. I haven't had this on in like a month or two. And I put it on today and I was like, I would wear, I want a closet full of these shirts. I just want like 10 of them. I want to have the kind of life where I put this shirt on every day. It just looks so polished. It's so easy and it's so comfortable.
Well, let me tell you what kind of life I have.
Yeah.
I have the kind of life where I wear this to work and I get compliments all damn day. Mm-hmm. It's true.
It's amazing.
That's so exciting.
These little shirts, they're just, anyway, they're.
And then they stop asking because I'm like, well, let me tell you all about it. And then people just kind of slowly, gradually stop asking.
So Sarah's joining us in the studio. We got you a Diet Coke with a Diet Coke. Also, when you come to be on the show, you also get a Mega Millions ticket. So your Mega Millions ticket is right there. You've got to play for Friday, March 8th, and also Tuesday, March 12th, because I accidentally bought plays on 2 days. So,
Great.
So apparently it's not a rookie error.
It's not a rookie error.
It's a game.
It's a game. It's
a game.
But you have an opportunity to win $45 million.
Great.
So.
Yes.
Great.
And that's just the jackpot for Friday's drawing. Who knows?
Oh my God. If I win, you guys each get $5.
Woo! Yes!
She's a little cheaper than some of her other friends, but that's okay.
On a vacation.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take that. That's great. That's good. And so one of the reasons that Sarah's joining us tonight is that we're going to talk a little bit more about it later, but you're going to tell us all about Portland Design Week, which is coming up next month.
Great.
And then you're also going to tell us about a lot of other stuff that you're not even aware of yet. So
Great.
It's going to be awesome.
Be prepared.
So we were just talking about this before we started the show. I think we might need to have a moment of silence. This week, Luke Perry passed away, the actor who played Dylan McKay on 90210. I wish we had prepared a song.
Right.
How do I?
Thank you. Always in the clutch. Say goodbye to what we had. Not the same thing as a moment of silence.
It was good.
Thank you. So one of the things...
I also thought that you were going to start singing How Do I Live Without You by Celine Dion. No, they're not. Don't go there, Sarah. Don't go there.
Better.
So have we mentioned that Sarah's from Canada?
I was like, are you doing Celine already?
Oh God, if only. I love it. Okay, so in the crush of media, like there was so much media around Luke Perry's passing. I'm at home a lot these days. I'm working from home, whatever, and I was watching. What do I always watch? Oh, Kelly and Ryan Seacrest or whatever. So Kelly Ripa, her husband Mark Consuelos is really good friends with Luke Perry because they're on the Riverdale show together, and she was like barely able to get through the show. Like people are just devastated by this death. But in the onslaught of media around it, there were tons of pictures, and I feel like Luke Perry might look like Sandy's husband. So I had Mark put together a split shot. So I just want to say, if you are only listening to... If you are only listening to our show on audio, you need to go to the YouTube channel right now, the All Gold Pod YouTube channel, and at minute 4:09, 4 minutes and 9 seconds, you'll see the split shot of Luke Perry and Sandy's husband Joey. And I mean, they're basically twins.
Yeah. Yep.
I kind of feel like
even down to like the nuances of facial hair.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because they have like the two patches there.
I feel like Joey's way cuter.
I was gonna say, I feel like if the people from Riverdale need a replacement for him, like if they don't want to write Luke Perry's character off the show, they could just come knocking on Joey's door.
Yeah.
Maybe
Totally.
it's like a retirement career, a second career. So
No, Joe would be like, wait, I have to type more. I would just, I'd rather just stay here and type. But thank you for the offer, Riverdale.
Does he do a lot of typing?
I really like typing and taking conference calls.
Does he work as like a secretary in 1954? What is it?
Except from home.
I like
now
it.
they work from home.
I like
They
it.
take conference calls.
So we were talking about like the 90210 was definitely part of my childhood.
Yes.
Yours,
Oh,
yes.
childhood. That's cute.
Teenager. Well, I mean,
No,
I
it's
don't know.
okay. You're younger than me. It probably was your
tween
childhood.
years. Yeah, tweens.
Yeah.
Tweens, yeah.
Yeah, I think childhood is appropriate for me. It was definitely adolescence.
Adolescence. There you go. And I just I wondered, so many people were talking about Dylan McKay being their very first crush. So what was your experience? Like, who was your crush on 90210? Tell me, were you
Well,
either of you?
I texted you. I can't remember. Because it was a long fucking time ago.
fair enough?
I mean, he's cute. It could have been him.
Could have been him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if I like the bad boy or the good boy. I don't even know. I don't even know who I was.
Yeah, well, it was good because there were a lot of like very archetypal characters. There was
Right.
like the
There's
bad boy.
something for everybody.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to have Mark adjust your mic to get it a little closer. Hey, Mark, will you adjust our mic quick? But so I felt like I was in the same boat. We were talking about this before the show, where I felt like I wasn't quite cool enough to have a crush on Dylan McKay.
Yeah, I was not pretty enough to approach that guy. Like I was like, but Brandon was sweet, so maybe he would have like dated me like to feel sorry for me,
Yes,
Like,
I
so
was in the same boat as that. I was like very aware of my social status
Yes,
as a tween adolescent person. I was not the woman then that I am today.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know, the nerd guys actually. And Brian Austin Green ended up being
cute.
pretty hot.
Yeah, and he got Megan Fox.
Yeah, so I didn't feel too bad about crushing on him. And then he ran around with Tori Spelling's younger brother, Randy Spelling, who lives in Portland, actually.
Really?
Yeah, who I almost hired as a life coach a couple of years ago.
Is that what he does for a living?
He does, yeah.
Does he have the same like mushroom cut?
No, he doesn't.
Wait a minute. So this came up on a previous podcast.
Yeah.
I do not remember this person being on 90210.
I think they were only on like the very first season.
I can't. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Tori Spelling has a younger brother, Randy. So he played a nerd, and he and the other nerd,
played
Brian
a nerd.
Austin Green, ran around like little
okay.
like they must have been like sub freshmen because now
Right.
I'm thinking like was everyone in 90210 a freshman when it started? I can't remember.
I don't.
But they weren't on the show. They weren't anyone's little brothers or anything. But they were like these two geeks that ran around. And then actually, the one Brian Austin Green became cool. And I think they had an episode where he like ditched his nerd friend.
Right.
So
do you think that guy gets like annoyed when people mention it, or
I'm
like
sure that he
Poor Randy Spelling.
Poor
Because
Randy
on
Spelling.
the previous podcast we talked about him, I was like, he is not a celebrity. I don't even know who he is.
take that, Randy Spelling?
Yeah.
take that.
I think I called him Aaron Spelling
Yeah.
or Aaron Carter. I don't know.
God.
All those white boys are like the same to me.
Same mushroom
Oh,
cut.
yes. Soccer bowl cut, exactly. Well, and actually, he charges like a lot. Part of it was because he charges a shitload of money to do life coaching. If
Really?
you want to work with Randy Spelling,
That's true.
it's
I
going to
got-
cost you like $17,000 or
I
something.
got upset about that too.
To be in a private Facebook group with them or something. I'm like,
Oh my
Why would, I
God.
get an email from you every week now that I don't work with you, so why would I pay you $17,000?
Oh my gosh. How do you,
It's
that could
crazy.
be your future.
I'm working on it.
Like,
Trust me.
wow, that's a lot of
That's a lot of
Skrilla.
dough, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Do you call it Skrilla?
There is cheese in life coaching.
There's cheese in life
Yeah.
coaching. It's true. It's true. Well, and kind of related to this, another thing that came up for me this week was that Cruel Intentions, the movie Cruel Intentions, turned 20 this week as well.
Wow.
So, oh my God, Sandy's
Turn me into glue.
Sandy's
oh my
impaling
God.
herself up her microphone. I just want to say, does the storyline hold up very well in the year 2019? It's like what, an older guy, although. Ryan Phillippe's character isn't like a 30-something. He's like in his 20s, and Reese Witherspoon's a kiddo, right? I don't know. There's like some weird, I don't know. Maybe it holds up, maybe it doesn't.
I think it holds up.
Okay.
I just remember that they were really mean. It was like,
They
what did
were
it
so
was it a
mean.
Mean Girls precursor or a after cursor of Mean Girls?
Oh, it was before Mean Girls,
yeah.
Yeah. But I was pretty obsessed with that movie. I feel like I watched it a lot. They were like hot, sexy people, and they were mean to each other. And they were,
Two girls made out.
yeah, that was a big deal.
Whoa, yeah.
It was a really sexy movie.
It was a
Yeah.
super sexy movie, if kind of borderline, because like all the kids were like seven. Of course the actors were older, but they were playing like 17-year-olds or whatever.
Right.
I didn't care when I was 17. I didn't care. So anyway,
I felt like it was like a perfect precursor to Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl came in and kind of G'd up Cruel Intentions.
Yes. Yeah. And so,
which I loved Gossip Girl.
Me too.
yes.
Oh my God.
Totally.
When I got sober, I watched Gossip Girl I loved it because it's hour-long episodes. There was millions of, there was like season after season after season.
And the fashion.
It was really good, right?
I was like, I want to wear fascinators now, like just like at all times for no reason.
I don't know what a fascinator is.
It's like one of those like royal headband things.
Oh,
like,
yes. With the flower.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I do.
Yeah,
I want to wear this shirt all the time and a fascinator always.
Yeah.
Next episode. We're wearing fascinators.
Boom. Done. It's nice when our fashion choices are like lined out for us.
Yes.
For me, it is anyway.
Yes. You're going to a fabric store.
I'm going. We have to talk about this. So we are looking for some backdrops that are in the same vein, or like, because Mark was saying it's great.
This is a very Cruel Intentions backdrop.
It really
by the way.
Yes, it's like it's rich. It makes me feel like money.
It makes me feel like I'm Randy Smelling giving a life coach session.
Makes me feel like I'm charging $17,000 for 6 months of life coaching.
I just feel like I'm Aaron Carter up in here.
I like that because Aaron Carter is really the best mix of like the Spelling family and like the Nick Carter, Aaron Carter, because they're crazy.
So just to throw in a little humility,
Yes.
like I know with all the knowing in my heart that if I was born a boy, I would look like Nick Carter. Like,
why didn't we even think to talk about this? I would love a side-by-side of you and Nick Carter now. Can Joey email Mark a picture of Nick Carter later in the show? We'll get
here you go.
Give her a bowl cut. Give her a bowl cut.
I'm dead.
Nick Carter,
now
right
I can
here.
just say it's Taryn. Oh, that's an NSYNC. I need to think of a Backstreet Boys.
I want it that way.
I want it that way. Oh my God, we're
It's a
basically.
really good song.
I actually love the Backstreet Boys. It's insane that I couldn't remember one of their hits, one of their bops off the top of my head. That's crazy.
I could do this all night.
We're having a great time.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so speaking of weird ages and ages and sexuality, Kate Beckinsale has been caught.
Caught.
with Pete Davidson.
Totally caught.
Totally
They
caught.
had no idea cameras were there. Had no clue.
When you get floor seats to any sort of sporting event, you
To the
just
Rangers
like
game.
you're
I mean,
there.
here they are. Another reason for you to watch this on YouTube. Here they are sucking face at this Rangers game. I mean, they're like, my favorite part of this picture actually is the guy that's next to them.
Yeah,
He's like, God damn it. Ew. He's appalled. That poor guy.
Oh my
He's
God,
like,
that tongue.
I'm dead. Oh, I know. I was like, ah.
He is killing his Uncle Bob who sold his season tickets
Yeah,
to
that's
those
right.
assholes.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that
He's like, fucking
motherfucker.
Bob, I'm going to kill you.
I'm dying. Seriously, their tongues are so
Oh my God.
involved in this kiss. Okay, all three of us are married women right now, so
Yeah.
I will say that occasionally I French my man like that, but like I just really don't get in. Are you guys using
no
your
one's
tongue?
there with a camera. Like I'm not like I don't know. It's a
I
little
straight up licked Joey's cheek.
The inside of it?
All of it. The outside, the inside. I just like grab his face and just lick.
Like I was thinking like the inside, I don't know.
I don't know that I've ever done that, actually.
Might try it tonight. You
at a
guys-
sporting event
really-
in front of everybody.
It's really invasive.
It's pretty invasive. I mean, that's what that looks like to me. To me,
Just checking for oral cancer.
To me, that photo exactly looks like they're checking for oral cancer on
Yes.
one another. Like, I
Yes.
don't know when each of these got their PhD or their MDs or whatever you need to check for oral cancer.
I wasn't.
They're training. They're training.
In Oregon, it's like an ND, I think.
Are like either of you a nurse practitioner or something? I don't know. Did one of you become an RN the other day? Whatever.
Well, I feel like it's not even the age to me that was kind of weird. Well, because Kate Beckinsale said she's not looking for anything serious, so
she's
that's the perfect fling,
living her
I
best
guess.
damn life. Okay.
But she's like, and not like this matters in the real world, but she's definitely like from like a wealthy kind of like English pedigree. Like her parents are.
thinking that. This
Yeah.
is a pretty weird matchup.
So it's just weird because he's like Staten Island, like,
and he's very.
I know something about Kate Beckinsale.
what? Because I only know her parents and the new series. That's
I have
all.
a little bit of tea on
Okay.
Kate Beckinsale.
Let's
She
sip it.
likes to hang out at comedy clubs and pick up young comedians. Her ex is what she met him when he was 21. Mm-hmm. I heard this on my favorite podcast, Juicy Scoop.
Juicy Scoop.
Juicy
Thank
Scoop
you.
is a comedian, like a working comedian, working like the comedy store and the comedy clubs down in LA. So like to her, this is like a level up. She's like, she gets out of the clubs. She could still
she's
date her
hang
young
out
comedian.
At SNL.
But she basically, what I'm saying is for I don't know what would you call her? A woman of her stature. Stature.
Yeah.
She likes to slum it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, in some ways, she is just out there living her best damn life
It's
because
true.
she's like, oh, I just do what I want or whatever. But like, Pete Davidson is very pale. It's like see-through. That guy is I'm just worried about his health.
So are me and Nick Carter. I'm just saying.
Nothing against pale people. I don't want to get a bunch of haters about paleness, or that's fine. But like
I cannot believe I'm the one who knows the most about these people.
He definitely looks like if Casper the ghost, like as like a grown
he's like transparent right
He
now.
has some autoimmune disease.
Okay, I just feel like he might
really?
also be eating a
Now
lot.
I feel bad.
I can't believe I know this.
No, I just feel like
I'm the one who knows this.
you did your homework, Sandy. You are not playing fast and loose with the facts tonight.
I
You
just
came
know
prepared.
who he dated and like his characters in SNL.
I just feel like he might be eating a lot of opiates right now. Is all I'm saying. He just looks a little sweaty, a little clammy to me. It's okay, but it's okay for him.
yeah, it's okay for him, right?
It's okay.
But I didn't know about the auto. I know that he has like he's like bipolar and he's been really like vocal about it,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
didn't know about the. Anyways,
I think Ariana Grande told me via Twitter.
There you go. She probably DM'd you. She probably sent you a direct message on the Twitter bot through the Pandora box and the Bluetooth connection.
I think that's how it happened.
on the etherweb.
On the etherweb.
Yeah, that's definitely how it went down.
It just basically came out of the cloud.
I love it.
And landed
Right in your brain.
right there.
Well, because soon enough, all this stuff that's in the little rectangle will be implanted in your brain.
Yeah,
and
I can't wait because I'm lazy. My arms, like my hands hurt at night, so I just want to be like,
I'm
use finger Amos.
I will say though, now that I got this pop socket on my phone, I am real lazy about having to hold, because now I don't even have to use any effort. It just like hangs on my fingers. It's like so easy.
I don't even like look at Instagram in the shower, so I'm not like taking extra time out of my morning. It's like, okay, and go. And then I just scroll.
We need like some kind of futuristic glass screen in your shower where it's like you're kind of like Tom Cruise in Minority Report and you're just like swiping and oh, there you go. Ariana Grande defends Pete Davidson. Wait a minute. After website mocks his eyes, this man has an autoimmune disease. She's serious.
Wow.
I wanted to find out which autoimmune disease
I know,
it was.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
motherfucker.
God,
Can you be more specific?
yeah.
Good.
Please. Do we have anything more that we need to say about Kate and Pete, or can we move on to the next?
I think we covered all the high points. I think she's really pretty.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
obviously she's going through a lot of shit because have you guys seen The Widow?
No.
No.
Wait,
What
is
is
this a
the
TV
widow?
show or is
Okay,
this a person?
she took it's her TV show. So
okay.
because she took like 10 years off or something because she
right.
had kids.
Oh, yeah.
And so anyway, so she's back on an Amazon Prime series called The Widow about
Amazon Prime is nailing it these
yes,
days with their series. I mean, they're not typically like a contender in this thing, but I watched the Lorena Bobbitt series that they did.
How was
and it
that?
So good. And there's something else that has Julia Roberts in it that I'm like, I need to watch that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sorry.
So, well, it's just about a woman. I'm on like the second to last episode, and I can't wait to get home and watch it. But it's about a woman whose husband is allegedly in a plane crash in the Congo, and then they're like, "Oh, everyone on the plane died," and then she's watching TV 3 years.
Convenient.
Yeah, convenient.
Yeah.
I saw Lost. I know where they are.
If you like Lost, this is
Yeah.
amazing. So she's 3 years later, she sees him in a news broadcast, and she's like, "What the fuck? My husband's alive." Anyway, so it's just it's crazy. It's insane.
Oh my God, that's
Gotta
good.
watch that.
Yeah, watch
for
it.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's only 8 episodes too. So
We could talk about it next
like
week.
that's right. Yeah. Binge it and then talk
I
about
have
it.
6 days off. We can talk about it next week.
Oh, great.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I can't believe that this is actually news item of news.
Excellent.
Virgin Atlantic announced today that they will no longer require their flight attendants to wear makeup or skirts.
Okay.
Which is whatever. But it had me thinking because I was like, I have my fashion designer hat on today. I never watched season 15 of Project Runway,
Okay.
so I needed to do my homework. So I've been watching it until 5:30 today. So I was watching it up to the last minute, and so I was thinking about this. Would you ever take a job designing flight attendant stuff for airlines? How would that be?
150%. I think it was British Airways, but Julia McDonald designed their uniforms, and when I was like 21, and I'm like, that is what I am going to do. My success bar is designing.
That's where it's at for you. That is,
yes.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. I like that
now
too.
it's out in the universe.
Yes.
Manifesting.
Well, that's really funny because I happen to know a travel insider, a guy who runs an account called The Points Guy, who does all the like, here's how you travel for no money and all points. And I feel like he does so much. Is so influential in the travel industry that he gets a lot of like free excursions into, or like he gets a lot of stuff from the airlines. So maybe I'll just like That would be
Pass
really
it
cool
on.
if
Hook
I was
her
like,
up, hook her up, hook
But
her up.
so, so occasionally, and I
that'd
thought
be
about that
dope.
because he posted some photos of maybe Qatar Airlines. They're like wearing capes and berets and like doing it.
I love
and I'm
that.
like, that would be amazing instead of like having to design the khakis and polo shirts for the people on Southwest.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my god.
I'm torn because there's nothing more glamorous than those photos of those old Pan Am flight
know. Oh my
attendants.
God, yeah.
Like, nothing more glamorous. But at the same time, like the feminist in me is like, I can't believe that they had to wear makeup
I
and
know.
skirts.
Right. I know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's like I'm really torn by this. But if I was a flight attendant, I think I would want like the dope outfit, and I would want to maximize, and I would
Right.
want
Just
to
wear it
look
with Converse.
fly.
Be comfortable.
Yeah, and then I would feel a lot more glamorous at work because I know when I look better at work, I feel better at work. I do a better
nicer.
job.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But
and
nobody, I
I
don't want nobody telling me I have to though. That's kind of the problem.
That's true.
But here's the thing, right?
Like-
I would love it if you got a job as a flight attendant. And they were like, "Oh, here's your uniform. There's 77 pieces to choose from, and we'll give you the cape and the suit dress and the pencil
The little
skirt and the
pillbox
blouse
hat.
and
Yeah.
and like here are all of
Words
these."
are hard. I'm sorry. How?
Mostly, I think it's that I just want people to give me stuff. Maybe that's
Yes,
I
yeah,
want to
that's
get a
true.
job where
That's
someone's
true.
like, "Here's all this great stuff."
And also, we don't have to think about what to wear. It's like,
Yes.
oh, what do I wear today? Oh, my uniform.
That's true.
Great.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
true. I do like that, and I like a good like suit dress for that. I feel like when I was the last year that I was at my job with the city, I really dialed it back as far as dressing was concerned, and I was like, I'm just gonna wear black pants and whatever top. But for the first year I was there, I was in a suit dress every day, and it just felt so good because it was
Right.
like, oh, this choice is made, zip me up, ready to go, boom, whatever. So I agree. I feel like dressing the part can really help like level up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, this is a Florida story. Florida, which I don't mean, we have a podcast that listens to us, that follows us, called Florida Men on Florida Man.
And I listen to them and I follow them.
Yeah. So I'm not trying
Reciprocal
to like get
relationship.
into their turf or anything with this story.
This is Oregon women.
Or Oregon women.
I'm Florida man.
OW on FM. There we go.
There you go.
But we're gonna say in the Florida, man.
Oh, that's
instead of-
right. Because their thing is Florida Man, as in Florida Man found with finger up alligator's asshole. And I thought it was like Florida Man.
But now we're gonna use it that way.
But it's kind of the same. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna use it that way
We're
to
gonna
be
use it that way.
completely original.
To be totally,
And also, it's never like Florida man wins Nobel Prize.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. In this case, Florida women, two sisters killed their dad because he was refusing to go in. He was 85 years old and refusing to move into an assisted living center. And they
This makes perfect sense.
would have gotten away with it because the guy was so old and he was like had dementia. There were a number of health issues that like it made it plausible that he would
The
have
only
died in his
thing
sleep.
an 85-year-old man is going to do is die.
Yeah, that's Sandy's a medical professional, so she knows that.
wakes up, checks
What
his notepad.
else would he do?
It's basically fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they would have gone away with it because nobody suspected anything except that they both happened to be sleeping with the same man, and they both confessed to the guy that they were sleeping with, and then all hell broke loose because I don't think they realized they were sleeping with the same guy. And so anyway,
wow.
they're going to jail now.
So what did he rat him out?
He did.
Oh my God. That's more like Florida brand.
Right. It's like,
So
Wow.
That's happening in Florida.
That's a good Florida story.
I thought it was like a
Yeah.
pretty good, and it was a Florida woman story. So, like I said,
Right.
we're not on the Florida man territory. And the last thing that I want to talk about, I know that Sandy and Joey have traveled to Paris at least once. Have you guys gone more than once?
We've only gone once.
Okay, but you've gone more than once in your dreams.
Boo, we've only gone once.
Oh, we've only gone to Paris once.
You never take her anywhere. What's your problem?
But you guys are learning French. Are you studying French?
No, I did for the trip.
Okay, for a
And
little bit.
I know nothing except Weebay.
Okay. Oh, which is what you named your dog. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you ever been to Paris? Has your fashion
No,
life
I
taken you
actually
there?
haven't been to Paris. I was
Yep.
in the airport 2 weeks ago, but that's
Doesn't
it.
count.
And I told, because I know a bit of French from the Canadian school system.
Oh, yeah.
And I told my husband, I'm like, okay, we get to immigration, say salut instead of bonjour, so we look like a local. And I go up and I show up and I'm like, salut, and the woman's like, bonjour, and I was like, oh,
That was my experience in France.
I was like,
That's adorable. I could just
All
picture
right,
you,
lady.
like, little pencil skirt flats. So sweet.
it's like bonjour, bitch, get to the back of the line. I'm like,
Well,
okay.
even when we tried to like order petit déjeuner, they're like,
Oh.
bread. You want breakfast.
Oh, you're American. You want 7 slices of bacon with that? Yeah, like what? Yeah,
really
actually,
funny.
I tried to use it a second time at the airport. I was like, okay, I'm going to use my French. I'm in the airport.
I love that you were not deterred.
I was like, I'm going to do this. And to get to a cafe, and I'm like, I'm going to order my breakfast in French. And then I sit down, I'm like, hi, I'll take 2 eggs and a blah, blah, blah. And then a Canadian woman beside me sits down, and she's like talking to her husband. And all of a sudden, she's like, bonjour, croissant, 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 latte, the coffee, French joke, merci. And I was like, so, and then my husband's like, you jealous? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I am. We're coming back here. We're doing this again. Exactly. Double down.
Nothing was more humiliating than trying to order coffee in Paris.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
I'm dead. I'm dying. I haven't had the experience, but
after the marathon, we wanted a Coca-Cola and fucking French fries, man. And we were just like, we want a Coca-Cola and fucking French fries, man. We didn't care.
And you got them.
Yeah, we did.
That's good.
Really good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
I
story.
think that's how you have to talk to him.
You just have to go all in. Just like be aggressive.
Just be aggressive.
Yeah, I like it. B, aggressive. B-E, aggressive.
In France.
But in French.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a story about a new thing that's happening at these clubs in the LGBTQ sector of Paris in Marais, M-A-R-A-I-S.
Oh,
Is that
I know the Marais.
how you would say that? Okay, yeah. Okay, so apparently it's like a new thing in the club to have like these shower cubes and to have men taking showers in the club, like, you know, they're like on little pedestals or whatever. And I was just thinking about this, like, yeah, that would be hot, but I think I'd be more likely to like shove the guy out of the shower and be like, I want to get in the shower because like clubs are gross.
Yeah.
Well, you get sweaty in clubs. It's actually perfect to have shower stalls.
Yeah. So I just feel like,
I don't know.
But you would only want, as a patron, I guess you'd really only want to see like hot people in them.
Well, I was going to
and
say, is it like a
really-
nude beach where it's just like a bunch of like old fat Italian guys? Like, oh,
floppy dongs and like...
I think it's just like
said dong.
I'm picturing like go-go dancers.
Yes, that would be correct.
That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah. Just
Stop
like,
talking about the floppy dong.
not an 85-year-old Florida man in
yes, 85
in a shower.
Florida man.
That's good. I like that. I like how you tied that all together. Well, I'm going to tie it together now because one of the people that we partner with a lot on the show that is that we're fans of them, they're fans of us, is a company from Portland called Ship a Dick. So I don't know if you're familiar with them.
It came up on my Facebook feed last week, but
Are you familiar with dicks?
and
little
dogs.
bit.
So anyone
Because if not, you were about to get familiar.
not as familiar as Kate Beckinsale, right, guys?
Oh, you need to be doing some stand-up. You're very good. You're very good.
Cheers.
You're the best guest we've ever had.
And once you're
like
you
the
can
only
meet
guest.
Pete Davidson outside the club.
That's right.
right.
You could just swoop him out from underneath. You know, you could be like, sorry, Kate.
Sorry, Kate.
So we partner with them pretty regularly. Any of our listeners that go to their website, you can put in the promo code AllGoldPod. You get 15% off anything. Basically, what they do is they will anonymously ship a dick to anyone in your life, and they have like these 3-foot giant cardboard cutout dicks.
No.
They have special ones for St. Patrick's Day. They have a Trump dick. They have like pride dicks. The Trump dick is like you would like that.
It's like
you know?
this small.
Yeah, exactly. They
Kinda
have like a little
wrinkly.
dick pin. So. They have a ton of really cute stuff. And for holiday time, they sent us a box of merch. So what we were thinking is that we want all of our... So when you come on our show, you get a Diet Coke, you get a lotto ticket, and you get to pull something out of the Ship-a-Dick box.
No. Please don't be trapped. I'm like... She went like way over. I'm like grimacing.
This confirms, because I was considering giving you this box of materials and asking you to craft us something like a non-conventional materials challenge, but I think we'll do this instead.
Just reach your hand in the box of dicks.
All you have to do
Just put your hand in this box and
in this mystery box and pull out whatever you want.
and stare at Sandy deep in the eyes when I do it.
Yes, that's true. And depending on what you get, you might get to go in there again. Oh, you got just one little cardboard dick. That's not.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, that's not good. Here, how about you take a koozie too? That's cute. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, we need to give her this wind-up dick thing too, because this is so
Give you
cute.
everything in the box.
No, I know. No, I promise I won't. I
I
promise
was
I
like,
won't.
how's the podcast? Great.
Here, you get this too, which is like so.
That's the best thing.
Oh my God.
That's the best thing in the box.
That's the
Oh my
best thing
God.
in the box. Yeah.
Well, look at Mark's eyes. They just got so big and sad. Yes.
So we're hoping that maybe this can help inspire next season's line.
Or not.
Well, it's very appropriate because again, my dog got neutered yesterday.
Your dog there you go.
What's
too
your dog-
soon.
What's your dog's name?
Hugo is the little one that
Oh,
got
that's
neutered.
right. We have a picture of Hugo.
French.
We have a picture of Hugo. We're gonna put a picture of Hugo up. Does Hugo have? Oh my God, Sandy. Does Hugo have his own Instagram account?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's Grizzly. Oh my God, there he is.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, what a sweetie.
Did he then turn around and eat those pillows? Because that's what my dog would do.
Peas. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he finds some way to ruin them, so it's fine.
Really cute. So his Instagram account is
It's grizzly.et.hugo.
grizzly.et.hugo.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Grizzly A Hugo.
Oh, cute. Oh, that's adorable because it's French.
Because he's French.
Oh my God, stop. And you speak French fluently. You're fluent in French.
Croissant.
You actually might consider doing your stand-up comedy show in French.
In French.
Yeah, maybe you go to Paris and do some stand-up comedy.
There we go.
There
Yeah,
we go.
write it off. Write
Yes.
off my trip to
Oh my
Paris because I'm a stand-up comedian now.
We're basically business geniuses right here.
It's true. I'm going to design airport uniforms and then do some stand-up.
Yeah, do stand-up comedy in French, write it all off. I'll
Yeah.
be a life coach. I'll charge someone $17,000 a year. No,
That's right.
$34,000 a year. $17,000 for 6 months.
That's right.
Whew.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh my gosh, Grizzly at Hugo.
Oh, Sandy just followed. Did
I
you just
just
follow?
followed.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Perfect. We'll put that in our show notes and stuff too this week, unless you don't want us to.
Oh no, please.
At Weebay Barksdale is going to follow at Grizzly.
Yeah, please. It's about time they start pulling their own weight and like getting some money and
I
followers.
need you
for
to help me build
Yeah.
this platform.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not here for free.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I'm feeling like a true television presenter because I prepared some questions for you about.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
Now we're moving into kind of we've been kind of shooting the ship for a half hour.
right.
Now we're gonna move into like regular show stuff. But I like have these little note cards and they're like and they're fashion-y.
They're very
because
cute, yes.
I've been doing my research.
Right.
And, and now I feel like that Sandy is the Kelly Ripa to my Ryan Seacrest actually because I'm going to ask you some questions.
Can I be the Nick Carter?
I was
to
gonna say she's more like the Nick.
Kevin Richardson. You can be the
Kevin
Nick Carter to my Kevin Richardson. No one knows who Kevin Richardson is, but I know. AJ McLean. You can be Nick Carter's the only one anyone knows from the Backstreet
It's
Boys.
true.
I know all of them though. I think AJ McLean, the Richardson. What is his name? I just said it. Kevin Richardson.
yeah.
His cousin Brian Little.
You are
something.
blowing my mind.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
that guy's last name. I was
Yeah,
just thinking.
it's-
I know his first name.
Yeah, but they're definitely cousins because I
Yeah.
remember watching a thing about that. Nick Carter, and then the last guy. Oh, what is
He's
his
the
name?
most famous one, the last guy. I can't think of his name, but he's on TV these days. He's on that.
Oh, Lance.
No, Lance
Oh.
Bass is from an NSYNC.
No, he's-
Crossing Your Boy Bands.
He's on that show where the celebrities dress up in costume and
Yeah,
sing.
the Masked Singer.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
watched the whole show, but that's Joey Fatone from NSYNC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey, that's who I'm thinking
That's
of.
all right.
You're
That's
right.
all right. Okay, so anyway, let's
wow,
get on to
scratch that. Wow.
NSYNC definitely had
Hey.
more like personality.
I'm sorry, Sandy.
I may look like Nick Carter, but I don't. I'm not.
She apparently doesn't talk to them anymore. So
You went solo.
We don't
Yeah.
take it.
Bye. Okay, so you are let me.
words.
Hi.
Welcome to All Gold Everything Podcast.
Yeah, sorry, I'll go Everything Podcast doing an exclusive interview.
It's an exclusive interview.
Get my NPR voice going.
with Sarah Donofrio from
Right now, I'm dead. I'm dead.
One Imaginary Girl Designs.
Minnesota, 1987.
Okay, so Portland Design Week kicks off in April. I wanted to be able to say kicks off next week, but it's not next week. It's April 10th.
Yeah, I think it's like the 6th to the 13th.
Okay. Yeah.
Around there.
Okay, great. So
Lovely week to have a design week.
Great
That's
week
right.
for Portland Design Week. Will you give us the lowdown? What's the deal with Portland Design Week?
So it's just to celebrate, I guess, architecture, fashion, I guess a lot of art in general going on around Portland. Like you can do a lot of like tours of, I guess, like industrial, like what would you call that? Like I don't know,
like industrial spaces or architecture.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And like
cool.
you know, furniture design and stuff like that. So basically everything that you would think of that you'd want to see as far as like design goes. And Portland has like. We're a gold mine for music and a gold mine for like architecture and design and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's actually, there's a lot of events going on. There's lots of talks going on. So you can like choose from events you want to attend. So,
Okay, so we're going to one of a number of events.
Yes.
We will be sitting VIP at the...
We're sitting VIP.
Sitting VIP.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
So this is how I imagine it. This is my fantasy. Because I watch The Real Housewives of New York.
That's
yes.
true.
Yes. And I imagine that it's just a fashion show just for us, and we're right in front.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think
Anna
there's-
Wintour's there.
And we're going to have a big gulp because we keep it classy.
And I am expecting a step and repeat.
Yep.
A what?
A step and
A
repeat.
step and repeat? I don't know what that is.
It's like a red carpet where you pose in front of.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everybody takes your photos.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be doing
Oh
that.
yeah. I'll make sure there's going to be a place to. Yes. Totally. Yeah.
We can send our logo so it will be so we could put it on the backdrop of the step and repeat. Yeah.
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 No, do it. I once went for Halloween as Kylie Minogue's first album, and I carried around a sign that said Kylie behind me.
Oh my God, that's so
cute.
I love it.
Do it.
Okay, so we're going to be there. Are you going to be debuting a new line?
Yes. So
Tell us about that.
So I started.
excited! I hope there's more shirts like this. Give me
Absolutely.
all the shirts with the ties.
So I'm doing a new like scarf accessories line. So you're going to see really cool ways of how we like integrate scarves, and like the salon I work with, the Gilded Fox, they're going to we talked today about like crazy hairstyles.
This is so necessary.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I do not know. You know what? I have a number of scarves in my home. I have like probably 7 scarves, and I can never wear them because the only thing I really can think of to do is like put them a little bit behind my bang, like a little bit in my hair. But like I'm not very good at like putting them around my neck or my arm.
Oh, girl,
Like,
you will be sleeping in them. You'll be attending events with them. Like you will.
I can't wait. I mean, the only other thing I can really do is like real slutty. I can turn it into a top when I'm thin. I'm not gonna
You can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it.
Okay, so I will definitely be scarf inspired.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Oh, that's really exciting.
Yeah. And then I have lots of like really cool new prints. And then also I did a special collaboration with the Hoxton. So I did a special print just for the Hoxton and some cool colors. So yeah. So
fabulous. I like
so
that.
So the VIPs will get some free goodies.
Oh, hey, I'm ready for a scarf. I don't even need to give you my head size because you're going to teach me how to.
Right.
This is so exciting.
Well, and this is the thing too. It's like people talk about like size inclusivity and all this stuff and like, gender neutral and stuff in clothing. And it's like, I'm like this, accessories actually are for everybody, you
That's
know?
true.
So I'm like,
Yes.
this is something where like, I'm going to have some girls walking in like a silk PJ sets. Like,
Yes.
so
Oh, I
yeah.
can't
So
Wait, are you going to make silk PJs?
yes.
Stop
Oh,
it.
my
Stop
goodness.
it. I'm like, just put us down for an order right now.
Yeah, you
I
know it. You
yeah,
know
for
it.
sure. Whatever patterns, who cares? They could match, but they don't have to.
They don't have to. You can
Oh my
mix and
God.
match them. I got
would
a
love
robe.
for Sandy
Yeah.
and I to come on the show in matching pajamas made by you. That'd be too funny.
Well, I'll tell you. Do you
Might be
guys
too
own
weird.
a pair? Do you guys own a set of silk pajamas?
I have a very nice set of pajamas that Sandy got me for my bachelorette, but I don't know if they're,
They're
like
not
they're a
silk.
Pima cotton. Maybe they're like
Okay.
a very nice cotton.
Because I was going to
They're
say on the
lovely.
topic of that, I wore a silk pajama printed set to the fucking airport
my God.
last week, and it was the best.
You must have felt so rich.
Yeah,
That's the
I
way
did
to-
because I'm
that's
like,
the
I'm
way
like,
to roll
with
to
like
the
a trench
airport.
coat. So I'm like going through, and everyone's like looking at me like, and I'm like. You jealous? You jealous?
Jealous,
You
jealous,
jealous? And also,
jealous.
I'm so comfortable. So silk PJ sets, ladies, on the plane, and you'll look chic.
Did you Instagram that?
I did.
You're a celebrity. Because when you said that, I was like, I saw a celebrity do that, but it was you.
Oh yeah.
It was you.
Oh, I like that. Yes. Well, Sandy did something similar because 3
Yeah.
weeks ago you went to Hawaii, or 4 weeks ago.
I did.
Oh,
and
right.
we had been shopping, and I found this pair of like wide leg silk pants, and I'm like, Sandy, you have to wear those. You have to buy them. You have to wear them on the plane.
Totally
you have to
sold
wear
me.
them the entire time. And you did.
Well, I wore them on the plane.
Yeah.
I couldn't wear them for the rest of the trip because they got really wrinkled.
Oh.
But I was like nervous because I noticed everybody was looking at me.
Yeah, because you looked so
Yeah,
amazing.
because you look. Yeah,
'Cause I
well,
look so
exactly.
damn
yeah.
good.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going somewhere in the end of March, so I'll need to get something like this.
Yeah.
before I
Yeah.
go.
You
Well,
can
and-
borrow mine.
Okay.
They're not the kind of pant you can wear over and over and over again.
To the airport, you can though.
Yeah.
And then you can steam them when you.
Yeah.
Well, and my
Need a
thing is like,
steamer.
I don't feel like, yes, you need to be comfortable while you travel. We were in Delhi last week, and it was a 16-hour flight.
Oh, my
But
God.
like
Oh,
the thing is
yes.
like, don't look like an asshole. The number one place you're gonna see like celebrities or people that you could maybe like further
Right.
your career is the fucking airport.
That's
like
right. crazy.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
if you're in Paris, it's
Yeah.
like you want to look like a bum. Like
No,
no,
I
like,
do not wanna
you want to
arrive
be
looking like a
comfortable,
bum.
but like you want people to be like, oh my God, that girl is wearing silk pants.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah.
I want to carry a tote bag that has a scarf around the handle.
yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I
Or
think I
something.
know where we can get a scarf.
Yeah.
That's right. And totes. I'll have totes.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
All right,
I was
so-
actually going to bring you guys scarves today, but I need them all because I'm doing a show in LA next week, and I'm like, I need to bring every last
Bring all
piece
the
with me.
scarves.
But We'll
Thank
have
you
some
for
stuff.
thinking of us.
I'm currently making a list of the things that we need to like put an order in. PJs
Yeah.
times 2, scarves. Okay, that's great. That's good. The other thing, so I'm excited.
I didn't realize we were really VIP.
I didn't.
I actually thought that was a joke.
No,
I was like,
we're legit. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
I
This
sent
is
you guys to the
fantastic.
wrong hotel. You're like, where's this?
I thought we were going to be serving drinks.
Yeah, that's just okay. So put this scarf on like an apron, and then
Yeah, you just tie it in the back there.
and then hold this tray for a second.
Yeah.
And just walk around.
You look very cute. Walk around.
Yeah, just walk around.
walk
I'll be
around.
like, wait, are we modeling? That's how distorted my perception is. Are we modeling now?
You're modeling martinis. Go.
I love that. Well, we were thinking of a couple of other questions we have for you. I wonder, you've been in Portland for a long time, but you mentioned you're Canadian.
Yeah, from Toronto.
And
Yeah.
how long have you been in Portland?
Oh, I would say I think like December 2015.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been in Portland a while.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest Portland fashion trend that you would like to see die?
Die.
Oh, die. Okay,
Die.
good.
Die.
Okay.
Die. We don't.
Well, again-
we don't, I mean. Because I have to say, I watched. What did I watch today? I watched season 15, episode 5, where you
Which
were
I am
like-
not in.
Yeah, no, you are in. It's the
Okay.
swimsuit episode.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you were
I am in that
The
one.
very last words that my grandmother said to me were like, "Do not bury me in a Victorian swimsuit cover up," and it was like so savage. It was like you came to slay, and
I did.
It was amazing. I
did.
was like, oh. God.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I need that kind of. How do you feel? Like, what do you have that feeling about when it comes to Portland fashion?
First of all, black. Like I know, like because I know black is chic. Like
Yeah.
listen, in high school, in my early 20s, a cute little like black dress, a black beret. Like black is very chic. It's very French, whatever. But just like but to me, it's like lazy around here. To me, it's like okay, I'm just gonna get up,
Yeah.
put on my witch dress, and and bad shoes, my
Yeah.
nothing burger shoes, and
Yeah.
go out. And it's
My
like
nothing burger shoes.
I feel like that, like you can wear what you're wearing with black pants.
Oh, yeah.
Great. You like black, do that. Put a black blazer, wear a suit. If you're
Yeah.
like afraid of, people are afraid of color and that's fine. I
do not think that's fine.
No,
You
okay.
don't have to.
I'm not afraid of color.
You don't have to modify with us. You don't
Okay.
have to or like mitigate with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
don't-
look how
It's
bright
not
and
okay.
beautiful.
It's not okay to be afraid of color.
Not okay. Everybody start getting comfortable with it. Because
And like, look how bright and beautiful you guys look. Like you in
Yeah.
yellow.
Oh, I'm
It's like
obsessed
holding
with
a
it.
freaking
Yeah.
buttercup under your chin.
who
Like-
even knew?
Yeah.
Even with this blonde hair, this yellow is working for
It
me.
really is.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It is.
It's good.
It's like lights up the room. Just even when I walked in and I saw you and that, I was like,
I know.
she
That's
looks
why
so
I need a
good.
million of them.
That's
But
So, yeah.
they have to be different, but they have to be the same. So that's going to be a challenge.
Well, I know when I'm depressed, I pull out the same black pair of pants and the black cardigan, and I don't give a fuck what tank top goes under it.
and then you
That's
go
my
and work at the
depression
Mac
outfit.
counter. And
Yeah, that's my depression outfit. Right there. It is.
That's true. That's about what I was wearing by the time I left the city. I was like not doing my makeup anymore, barely doing my hair, showing up in my black pants and my
Right.
black cardigan from J. Crew that I had like 7 of, Okay, so black. Is there another one that gets you?
Oh, and then like I've just noticed like really bad footwear because I feel like Portland is so because I'm originally from Vancouver, BC, and people are very like hikey in Vancouver, BC as well.
Yeah.
It's basically like I was just about to say it's basically like being from Portland, but that's not really true. But I mean, it's West
It's
Coast,
similar,
Pacific
totally.
Northwest, so it's like still rainy and stuff there, right?
Right.
It's colder there.
Colder.
Right? Is
Right.
that true?
Oh yes, yeah, it's colder. It's colder,
Okay.
but only by about like 5 degrees.
Because I have
but-
a comment on Canadian fashion.
Okay.
No, I
it's
have
true.
this note here. Make sure to get Sandy's comment on Canadian fashion. This will be a great time.
Yeah.
I've been to Canada once.
Yeah. Oh,
I
where?
think twice.
Vancouver?
Vancouver and up through the Canadian Rockies.
Okay. Yeah.
Up as far as Banff, past Banff, didn't make it to Jasper.
Okay.
We planned on it, but I don't know what happened. The warmest clothes I've ever owned in my life are made in Canada. I have a pair of 7-year-old sweats that I bought on that trip that I still wear when it's
Yeah.
cold like it's now, and they're super comfy and super warm. And then there's a shop called Aritzia, and I
yes.
have a few sweaters from Willifred and TNA, and they are like the warmest sweaters I have ever worn
So
in
the
my
Canadians
life.
know what to do with warmth.
With warmth.
The
Yeah.
warmth
They keep
challenge.
me warm.
Yeah.
They're selling
Where
it.
the clothes I buy here that were like mostly made in China,
Yeah.
they do not keep me warm.
No.
So that's my comment on Canadian fashion.
Know what you're doing when it comes to temperature.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that I do think footwear in Portland, I do think footwear in wet climate is a challenge because it's like, well,
That's a
don't
good
know
point.
exactly what the rules are around footwear, but like in an ideal world, I would wear like a platformed heel with open toe all
Right.
the time, everywhere. That's like my favorite thing to wear. But like even here in the winter, a closed-toed pointy heel, it's like, well, my foot still gets wet, and
Yeah.
it's like, so it's like then end up in like these Sorel wedges. That is like the best I can do.
Well, but I mean, and I'm with you. Like
Yeah.
that's a good point. Especially like if you have like a suede shoe, it's gonna
Yeah.
get destroyed. Like so,
Yeah.
it's very like wet climate. But why do I see so many people wearing Tevas then and like Birkenstocks? It's like if it's a wet climate and you can't put on a Gucci heel, then why are you putting on an open-toed sandal? Like, you know,
I like that the standard is a Gucci heel in this example.
That's what I was going to ask because
Yeah.
this is so. I'm from LA,
Yeah.
Oh,
and in
okay.
LA, everybody wears a heel.
Right.
Like if you're going, unless you're going to work out,
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're going anywhere and you're dressing up, a heel goes with it. When I came to Portland, like nobody's wearing heels, which was actually kind of nice because it let me off the hook.
Yeah.
Because heels hurt.
Yeah.
they do. Right.
It's a
They
thing.
do.
They
It's
do.
true.
It's the truth. But so are you suggesting that more people should wear heels in Portland?
No, but what I will say to that point is that I feel that because people are so like used to being like, okay, well, it's a wet climate, I'm going to wear flats or this or that or Birkenstock. Like I feel that know when to wear heels. So it's like if you're going to like
yes.
Fade to Life fashion show, if you're going to the museum, if you're going for a nice dinner with your lovely husband who looks like Luke Perry,
Luke Perry look-alike husband.
Put on the heels so
The way
your
my
leg.
booty looks in a heel.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So-
I think you're right because it is kind of similar to like the getting lazy thing with the
Right.
black, where it's like, well, if you wear, if you're wearing it all the time, like know that you're going to go to dinner for 3 hours. You're not even going to be standing the whole time. Throw a
Right.
heel on.
Right.
Deal
That's
with it.
one of
Yeah.
the things I have
Right.
to say that I loved about Heidi when I met her. She has this piece of her that loves to get maximized.
Oh, I
and
do.
at that
Amazing.
time, I don't know if you're doing it anymore, but it always included a beautiful pump.
It's true. I did wear a lot of heels. I was like at DSW all the time, partly
Yeah.
because like they're cheap shoes, but also because I wear a size 11 shoe, and it's really
Shut
hard to
up.
find.
How tall are you?
Like 5. Like I'm very average height. You would think I'd be like
Yeah.
6'3", and
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah,
5'7".
yeah. Okay, huh.
Yeah, and I have a size 11 shoe. So DSW always has like super cheap, but they're not like poorly constructed. They're
Right,
like
right.
really affordable, and there's a good selection because they would carry up to like 14 or something.
great.
So I was always doing, and I was single then, so I was always doing the heels. And I
She do a mini skirt and a heel, and there's just not a lot of women in
I
Portland
love
who
it.
do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
That at the time, that was very LA.
Yeah,
so I
I
was
got
like,
it.
hey, this girl is not your typical Portland girl.
Yeah, it felt good. I liked that. And for a while there, and I still think this is true, my mantra, especially when I go out, is kind of like dress like I'm going somewhere better later, which is
Oh yes,
Kind
yes. Well, and it's bringing up the standard, I think, for
Yeah.
Portland. Like everyone's always like, "Oh, there's so many people moving here from California." I'm like, "Yeah, really? Where are they?"
Yeah.
Because like I know like 5 people like from Brooklyn, and like they look good, and I never see them out. Like so, to me, it's just like let's kind of like it's a less expensive city than San Francisco or New York to go out to dinner, but it's
Yeah.
like you're at like, La Pigeon or something, you made a reservation and you're
Dress
going
up,
to
wear something.
Yeah, or like just like look decent.
Yeah.
And also it's an excuse to dress up.
Yes.
Everyone wants an
I
excuse
agree.
to dress up.
I agree.
So.
Yeah, I kind of live by that motto of dress like I'm going somewhere better later, and like that there really is no, especially in this town,
Yeah.
people are always like, oh, am I going to be overdressed? And I'm like, wearing a dress and heels does not make you overdressed.
Right.
You are never going to be overdressed. Just
I worry
accept
about
it.
being overdressed because I don't like to stick out, and so I do.
so
I
beautiful.
feel really weird when I'm more dressed up than other people. I'm like, don't look at me. Why are
I
you
can
looking at me?
see that.
And so in Portland, it actually really stinks because no matter where you're going, even if you're
Yeah.
going to the opera,
Yeah, everyone's wearing jeans and Birkenstocks.
it's true.
Come on, people.
It's true.
A witch's hat and Birkenstocks. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love it. Okay, so we are going to have to talk a little Project Runway.
Yeah, that's
and I had to catch up on it. Sandy caught up on it as well.
I did. But the one thing I totally forgot to say when we were talking
Yeah.
about Sarah's designs is she makes like the most badass mini skirt.
Oh my God, that's true. You're the queen of the mini skirt.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we love your mini
Yeah.
skirts.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make sure you guys
Really,
get some more mini skirts.
all I need is a closet full of these shirts
Right.
and your mini skirts,
And minis.
and I have a
And
bunch
that's
of
my brand. That's
and
like-
heels, and
yeah.
I'm good to go. Yeah,
Right.
it's amazing.
And I noticed that on when I was watching Project Runway too. I was like, that's that mini
That's-
skirt.
I had the same idea, especially when they did the day glow challenge.
Yeah.
The night what am I? That's right, the day glow challenge.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a One Imaginary Girl mini
That's
skirt
so- oh
for
my God,
sure.
that's-
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, before we dish, I need
Yeah.
to know. so I can moderate myself.
You're so funny.
I need to know if there's anyone on the show that you are friends with or still communicate with.
Well, I can tell you that I'm very good friends with Dexter, and then I haven't seen her in a while, but Natalia's coming to visit me to go to a sustainable fashion forum. But I mean, like as far as and then like I chat with Erin online, but she's very busy because she won.
I found that out by accident. I was kind of like,
oh shit, sorry.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I found it out.
I'm right.
I also know who wins All Stars this season, and
yeah.
Well, I only got through like episode 6 or 7, and Erin is not doing that well right now. So to hear that she won is surprising. I'm looking forward to watching her turn it around.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because all I really need to say,
and there's only one person that I totally dislike, and I'm sure he knows it. So
is it Cornelius?
Cornelius.
No, but and you know why it's not him is because yes, he's kind of like irritating, but he's also like he's 23. So
he's a baby.
For me, he's a baby. I'm like, Cornelius, I love you. Yeah, but he gave everyone like a little. So and like that, I know that's not his real personality. He's a nice guy. But
he was sipping tea all fired up. He was like, "Oh my god, did you? No shade, but no shade." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I love it."
It's only shade, Cornelius.
If you have to preface it with no shade, like it is straight shade.
Yes.
Just bring that tea over here. Let's sit
right.
down and chat. So he was one that I thought was like, "Oh my god, he's just so much drama."
Yeah.
I love that you're great friends with Dexter because
Dexter's
through
hilarious.
the 6 episodes that I've watched, Dexter is like slaying.
Yeah, he's
and I just really felt like
Dexter's fabulous.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I felt like I also wanted to ask you, how did you end up on the show? Because a couple of contestants were saying that like,
wait, she didn't tell us who she doesn't like.
oh yeah,
Oh gosh.
rhymes with it's a he. Oh, I know.
with Mulberry.
You know what? I'm gonna guess.
No, Roberry's great.
I am gonna guess that actually it's Ian, the guy that went home first, because he was such an a-hole about like, I'm the firstborn son. He had like such weird white male. Like everyone gets it. You're like a white guy. You have white male privilege, and you're the firstborn. Like, why would you add that on top? It was
Why
weird.
do I not even remember this?
Because he sucked so bad, and then Heidi, and like,
I do remember.
He like
I do.
he made a dress that I think I might be able to sew photograph. Like I might be able to glue photographs on.
remember.
Her.
Yeah.
That was bad.
No,
That was
it's
bad.
not. It's. I mean, and it's not like we like don't
Listen,
like each other.
nobody-
He's just kind of the
we haven't-
fakest person I've ever met.
100 listeners to
He
our
also
show.
like made something that like my grandmother would hate.
Oh,
so.
yes, Alex. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Alex could not be more full of himself. I'm so tired of seeing him be like, well, and actually, the episode I just watched, he tried to vote himself off, but I didn't get to the end of it, so I don't know if he went home on that team challenge. He did. Yeah, because he like totally kind of sold them he missold them. Like he made a mistake.
And he always acted like he was better than me. And then when I heard we met up in San Francisco, and he's like, and I went home after you, and I was like,
yes.
And you made a grandma swimsuit.
Yeah.
Not even Carrie Bradshaw would wear that underneath her clothes.
Not even. No.
Which, by
it was
the way,
grandma
I
swimsuit.
think that Heidi and I both loved your swimsuit.
Agreed.
And we
Everyone
totally
loved
just
it.
don't understand what that was about.
Yeah.
Because it's television, and I'm not gonna like. One thing I said going in, I was like, because I'm a married woman in my mid-30s, I'm not gonna embarrass my husband, my family. I'm like, I'm only gonna embarrass myself. You know what I mean? And so like, I'm not gonna like inflict this. So they kept being like, so what do you think of blah blah blah? And I was like, whatever. Or they'd be like, who is this for? Like, is it for your dead grandma? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were trying to get, and I'm like, I'm actually not gonna like. I walked past one day when like I love Rick. Rick is great, but I walked past accidentally because the TV production does not know what they're doing. Like the PAs are like paid $2 an hour. I walked past this like one room that Rick was in, and he was like, oh, and I was like, why are you crying? What are they saying to you?
And they had wound him up to
and I'm just like, that's not
that
my
is what I
brand.
decided actually, because I was like, there is no way that your swimsuit was worse than the
I could list 7.
yeah. There's no way that your swimsuit was worse, because it was super cute design.
Yeah.
And the swimsuit stripes were really cute. I mean, there were so many things about it that were adorable.
Right.
So I decided that it was that you were not enough drama.
Yeah.
Because then I was realizing that when I thought back on the other episodes, because actually I was watching the first 4 episodes with my stepdaughter, who is 12 and is an aspiring designer. So I was like, oh, there's Sarah, she's coming on the show, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you didn't have any screen time because you weren't enough drama. They didn't even, and I was like, all of your designs were super cute on all the previous challenges. So we are calling bullshit on it because we loved your swimsuit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And we just didn't think that was fair.
It was weird, but it was
So
reality
also
TV.
put me down.
Yeah.
Also put me down for a swimsuit.
Yes,
PJs
yes.
times 2 swimsuit for sure.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you too if you have any advice for aspiring designers or aspiring creatives.
Number one is do not do a reality TV show, because it's actually like people don't take you seriously. Like, really? Well, I just feel like it's like when people met me when I was in Portland, like nobody ever met me before, and I just, it was like, she's going to be on Project Runway, and this town is such like a clusterfuck of just people going on that show. So anyway, nobody knew who I was.
I didn't know that either.
So nobody knew who I was, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, and it's this girl who's on Project Runway." So I would walk, and like I consider myself a nice person, but I'd walk into a room backstage at a fashion show, and people would just be like they wouldn't want to talk to me because they just assume that I would be like, "Do you know who I am?" So it's just like, so even like there's like people who
set up some expectations.
who I'm like, "Oh, I don't like this person. She's mean to me," and my friend's like, "Well, she's not actually a mean person," but I'm like, "She's never wanted to talk to me because she just assumes that I'm going to be a jerk," which is fair, but I'm also just so.
I don't know if I think that's fair.
It's not very grown up.
It's not very grown up.
Not very grown up. And like I go to like textile conventions and stuff all the time, and I walk in and everyone's like, I can tell they recognize me from somewhere, but then they kind of like dismiss me as like, oh, well, she was just on TV. She's not like a real...
They don't take you seriously.
Totally.
Almost.
So, and like for me, I don't like, there are people who like love being on that show. And like, and I'm like, I'm a designer. I need to design and develop. And that's not, TV is not a thing
where you can, it's not really conducive to, it's not great TV to watch someone like thoughtfully sketch something out or about like spend some hours developing the concept.
I think that's why I stopped watching Project Runway because I did watch it earlier on, and I stopped watching it because it's so fucking stressful. And it's like, I know that there's no way I would get one thing finished, let alone like
a 4 outfit collection or whatever. Or 4 pieces.
Like it honestly feels like it must have been a nightmare.
It was. And like you're separated from your husband. Like my husband was like, thought I was kidnapped because like, the producers were like, oh yeah, you can totally have contact and stuff. So, and my husband would text and be like, how's she doing, and get no response. And so he didn't, like the last time he heard from me, I was like, I'm in some hotel, some 2-star hotel in like Long Island City. And then like he heard nothing from me. So,
God.
So, and again,
that's wild.
I was 34 at the time. Like I'm not a 22-year-old.
You're a grown-ass woman. You have your shit together.
So you're not breaking down in tears over winning the $500 Sally Beauty Award.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is going to change my life.
Thank you so much.
I love that. So one of the things that you were talking about textiles is Sandy had we were talking about this before, about mood.
So what's the truth about mood? So to me...
I wanted to let you guys know that we have about 5 to 10 minutes left of the show because I feel like we could talk about mood forever.
Is mood really as dope as y'all make it sound, or is it as stressful as it looks to me?
It's just another fabric store, and it's huge. So yes, it's stressful when you have like 30 minutes to like make something that's high fashion. Very stressful. Yeah. Also, I love dogs. I love animals. Swatch is old as shit. That thing just like walks around. He's like, like it's just. Everyone's like, he's so cute. I'm like, he's actually not cute. His dog's like 18.
I mean, how do you even find like the quality fabrics that are amongst all the stuff that probably came from China?
Because also like everything's rolled up, so it's like you can't even like how do you?
If you see something you like, you got to pull it out and then just take it. So and also like a lot of the stuff is like Marc Jacobs, Alice and Olivia, so they do buy a lot of really nice fabric ends from like designers in the city. But it's definitely very big and. Your budget's very small. And,
I lose my mind. I can't handle a Forever 21, no less a fabric store. I mean, I go in Forever 21. I'm like, oh my God.
If you're in New York, it's good to, if you want to make something special, but spend like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right.
Oh, okay. Not 30 minutes on a $100 budget.
On TV.
Here's 50 cents.
So what's your favorite?
And a box full of cardboard dicks.
That's right. What can you make from?
So what is your favorite fabric store in Portland? Is there anything that compares?
No, because, even like Fabric Depot, like it's a lot of like quilters stuff. So for me, I go to LA because LA has a garment district. So it's also cheaper to fly a Southwest flight with some khakis and go to LA and find fabric there.
Next time you fly Southwest, you should take an outfit to pitch. Like, can you like in person pitch the steward, the flight attendants? Come here, I really want to. I want to help you out of these khakis.
I want to help you out of these khakis.
Shoot, that could go wrong. So.
Let me
Well, maybe work on your pitch a little bit more than that.
Just help you out of these khakis.
Oh, it's helpful when you shrug your shoulders like that.
Like a wink and a grab.
I'm dying. Yes. Also, at least I went for the khakis. I was going to say at least I went for the khakis and not the shirt, the polo shirt. But either way, it's creepy.
It's creepy. Yeah,
it is what it is.
I think it's way more effective. I want to help you out of those khakis.
I feel like that would be like a memorable pitch, frankly.
Right.
Stand out from the crowd.
Like, how'd you get this job? Well.
How'd you get this lawsuit?
Yeah. I want to know what is your personal fashion guilty pleasure? So, like for me, it's leggings. right? Like, I know that leggings are not pants. I know that even in the context of the discussion we just had,
I feel like she was going to say this third thing that needed to die in Portland was probably leggings.
I know. I think so. Probably. They're my guilty pleasure. I was just look. I'm cowering now. No. I'm slouching. I'm not cowering, but leggings are definitely my guilty pleasure. Do you have a guilty pleasure fashion wise?
Do I? Oh my God. I feel, I come home from work and I take off my bra and I put on sweats and a t-shirt.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would say that. Like, I'm living at the level that I wear that to new seasons these days.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it happens. And if it's summer, I might wear my Birkenstock.
Yeah.
But it's summer, so your feet need to breathe.
Yeah.
That's
True.
fine.
That
It's more
makes sense.
functional. It makes sense in the summer. Yeah.
My boo buys me sweet footwear, though. I don't think I really fall into that crowd.
And what about you, Sarah? Do you have a guilty pleasure?
I think since I'm working from home and we built the studio and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, I don't actually have to like get dressed and look like a decent human being. Yeah. So it's like Stella McCartney sweatpants, but still sweatpants. And then, or like if I take a shower in the morning, which is like rare when I'm working from home, it's just like a cute little like robe. And then I wear the robe all day.
Oh,
like the mailman comes, I'm like, that's time for this. Yeah.
Is the new line going to have robes as well?
I have one robe. I should make more.
Yes. I can't wait.
PJ's robe. I'm just going to start squirreling my money away. That's right. Can I pay you in cardboard dicks? That's
absolutely. Yes. Yeah. We have like a cuff right here.
There we go. We're good to go. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
me. Our time is up for this evening. Do you have anything else? Can you believe it?
It went by too quickly.
It went by too quickly.
It did.
It was amazing. It was just so great. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah,
what a pleasure. Thank you for helping us out with our wardrobe on our photo shoot. We get such a great response to the photos that we took wearing the ladies' dresses, the dress and the skirt. And so it was just really, it's amazing. Fantastic. All right. Well, that's all we've got for tonight. We are signing off from Portland, sending lots of love, light, and gold. Don't forget to
stay vigilant.
What miracles of science and engineering it took to recover this gold.